Outside the town, right at the edge of a dark and eerie forest, lay an old graveyard. This graveyard was known as the Shadow Cemetery among the locals, and it was home to countless burials. Over centuries, however, the terrifying tales associated with this graveyard had made the townspeople avoid it. Living in an old cottage near the Shadow Cemetery was an elderly lady. The townspeople called her the guardian of the cemetery, but no one knew her real name. Over the years, she had watched over the graveyard, cleaned the tombstones, and adorned them with flowers. However, the most terrifying aspect of her was the rumors that she conducted strange rituals there every night and conversed with shadows. One night, the brave youths of the town decided to spend a night at the Shadow Cemetery. They ventured through the deep forest to reach the old cottage and gathered around the lady. The graveyard was shrouded in darkness, with tombstones barely visible under a pale glow. The lady sensed the approach of the youths and came out to greet them. She was an old woman with wrinkles etched on her face, and her hair turned white, yet her eyes were deep and dark, shining as if they held a hidden secret. The youths gathered the courage to ask her why she engaged in such peculiar activities in the graveyard. She smiled and explained, "This cemetery was once home to a secret society that sought immortality. I communicate with them, learning from the past and seeing the world through the eyes of the deceased." Hearing this explanation, the youths grew uneasy, but the lady continued, "You, too, can be a part of these secrets, but there is a price to pay. You must enter the world of the deceased in fear." The youths agreed, and under the lady's guidance, they began a bizarre ritual. The graveyard fell silent, with only the faint rustling of the wind audible. Suddenly, eerie sounds emanated from the tombstones, and shadows began to dance. The youth's vision darkened, and they were drawn into an unknown realm. The agonizing cries of the deceased and the helpless moans of the ghosts surrounded them. This terrifying journey consumed their souls, and with every moment, they were pulled deeper into the abyss. However, one young girl summoned her courage during the ritual and managed to slip away from the lady's grasp. She could only take a few steps within the graveyard, but succeeded in ending the ritual. When the other youths opened their eyes, they found themselves back in the real world. The lady told them that after this experience, they would never be the same again and set them free. However, from that day on, a dark shadow filled the eyes of the youths, carrying the horrifying memories they had witnessed, and the Shadow Cemetery remained the town's most terrifying secret.